Most of you have seen a magician produce a live animal before. Usually they produce a dove or a rabbit. There's a couple reasons for this. One, doves and rabbits won't bite you. The other reason, you can cram them into an incredibly small space. They won't struggle or make any noise while you shove them in there. So I'm going to produce a live dove from a deck of cards with an empty scarf with my sleeves rolled up.
Hey, welcome to the Half Hour Happy Hour. My favorite time of every episode is when we get to interview a comedian, and this time it's a very good friend of mine that I've known for, I don't know, 10 or 12 years, I'd have to say.
I think so.
Yeah,
at least 10 years.
Mr. Brad Bonar, who's a comedian, a magician, a producer.
Yeah.
And
keeping a real job's never worked out well for me. So, you know, you do what you got to do. Huh?
Dude, when did we meet? We met like 12 years ago doing
for Cat Simmons.
Cat Simmons,
we were working in
Carson Valley Inn, the CVI.
Yeah.
That was
that was a few years ago.
Yeah, man. So, is this your first time in Reno working in here?
I've did a few things at some other clubs. No, I've been out here before. Did a lot of corporate things. I used to do a lot of things at the Fitzgerald when it was the Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, now it's Conroe. If I seem like a little off my game in this interview, it's kind of weird getting eyeballed. I haven't met your friend here.
This is Kansas City.
Oh, hey, Kansas City.
That's right, crackhead.
Hi, nice to meet you.
They don't work. I'm not real.
Oh, okay. All right. He looks real.
He does. Huh? He's very animated.
Yeah, the hair's kind of nappy.
It is
nappy.
Your sack's nappy. You don't see me grabbing that.
Well, because your hands aren't real.
Yeah, that's true. Here, take my hand, rub it against your sack.
There you go.
That's what
you get in tight on that? Is that nappy? Nappy enough for you?
Damn nappy.
Dude, so when did you start doing ventriloquism?
Years ago, before I even started doing comedy, I was working on it. I would practice when I was driving. I'd take my rearview mirror and point it at my mouth while I was driving and sing to songs.
Oh,
without moving your lips. And
Right.
that's how you learn how to do the talking. And then the hard part's developing a character and reacting and talking to it, especially a black one.
Right.
Yeah, what's up with that? It's all kind of racist. The whole thing's racist.
No, I have to imagine that having a African American, not black.
That's right.
Having a black puppet certainly has got to open you up to say things that you, as a comedian, could not get away with.
Yeah, but it's a fine line. It's hard to figure out what it is, other than trial and error.
Right,
and there's a weird psychology to it too. I have to have enough black people in the audience for him to be racist at all, for him to be real, because otherwise white people just get too uptight. If there's like one black guy, African American in the audience, and
just don't forget that.
That's all right there, Kansas.
He didn't use the N-word, at least.
No, I don't use that word because I got a black puppet. No.
Obviously, Kansas City, you'll be voting for Obama in November, I assume?
Hell no.
No? Why?
No way.
You're gonna go Romney because Romney's the Mormon, right?
No, you're saying that just because he's black. That is so racist. Just because I'm black, I'm gonna vote for him?
Yes.
That is racist.
Yes.
You cracker ass mother.
You know what's great about this is now I can technically say I know a black person. This will be my first one.
That's true. Yeah.
So can I use the N-word now, Kansas?
Yeah, you want me to kick you in the Sticking cracker ass. Where'd you get this guy?
So tell me about the documentary that you're...
Well, I had a friend of mine, Sean Peabody. I was talking about getting my puppet that I used to use. He's made out of latex.
Yeah.
And latex decays, and he was literally falling apart. And so I needed a new puppet. And I kept thinking, a black puppet would be interesting because he could say things. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
And, Well, I was talking to my friend of mine, Sean Peabody, about it. I go, I don't know how far the puppet could go. It's just going to be a process of figuring it out on stage. And I had this bit where the puppet uses the N-word, and I was asking Sean Peabody, he goes, I don't know, you're pretty white, dude. I go, yeah, I'm pretty white, and I think that's, that's what makes it interesting is, I'm pretty white. He goes, well, here's the thing, if you get a black puppet, he goes, you got to bring him out to the hood.
Yeah.
And, bring him out to Oakland, bring him out to Vallejo, and you need to spend a couple of days hanging out with some brothers. And so that he's legit. So that he has, that he
has some
sounds...
street cred.
Absolutely. So there's some credit to how he talks and what he says. And I thought, well, that's interesting. I live in this, the most Mayberry town you've ever... The town I live in is about 300 people. It's right on the Idaho-Utah border where they filmed Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, yeah.
And so to go from that community and this black puppet, I want to take him in. I want to shoot some shots of the local farmers that meet for coffee every morning, and introducing them to him, and from that going out and into and spending some days with with some African American community, and
right.
I want to take him in and get his hair done, maybe get it cornrowed.
Right.
Right. I've got a lady. She goes, this week won't work, but I got another one. We'll sit him in the chair, and her daughter actually does the cornrows. And
dude, you got him in a suit instead of an 8-ball jacket.
And the reason why is I want to take him shopping, and I want to document that too. Take him shopping. I want to get him some, some different clothes, but.
If you're gonna bring him to Oakland, you got to get him the Raiders jacket, a little Raiders cap, have a shiv or a shank in the left. If he's gonna be a Raiders fan. You watch football there, Kansas City?
My eyes don't work.
Dude, it is creepy how real those eyes are.
I know.
They actually look real, and it looks like he's looking.
When the trunk I keep him in right now, I have to take his head off and separate it, and I have to put the head in there first, and then I put his body in, and the lever that controls his eyes is right on the front.
Right.
And so the first time I was putting him in there, I bumped the lever that moves his eyes, and he looked at me. It was as I put it in, I get one of these. Or he just side-eyes you. It was like,
I would imagine when you're traveling, though, like, does the TSA ever, you go, hey, open your trunk, there might be a body in there? Like,
between all my magic stuff, between having the puppet, if inside of him there's so many, there's this huge array of brass wires and levers and springs, and so I'll take his skull off so that you can see inside of him.
Well, Brad, we really want to thank you for coming to do our room here, and we hope to have you back in Kansas City. It's very nice to meet you, little brother.
All right, man.
Right? Or did we bones it?
Yeah, they don't move. You can try.
Brad Bonar, check him out, everybody. Thanks a lot.
I was doing this show in this little skinny bar that you have in a little town, and it was a sold-out show, 50 people. Right? Because that's all it would seat is 50 people. And I get up on stage and I go, "Where's your mic stand?" They go, "We don't have a mic stand." This guy's sitting right up front. He raises his hand. He goes, "My name's Mike." I go, "Well, you're it, dude. You're going to have to hold the mic for me." So I've got my puppet, and I've got the town sheriff up here on stage with me. But what's happening is, when the puppet starts to talk, Mike's moving the microphone. And I'm having to lean, right? So people can hear me, and I'm trying to work with the guy. I don't want to make him look stupid, but eventually I have to stop and I go, "Hey, dude, you realize I'm the one doing the voice, right?" He goes,